Oh, I just want to say I was like a big brother to Brenda, even though she might have been a little bit older than me. I was more protective of Brenda than anything. We went to Milwaukee and some guy got to dancing and jerking Brenda all over, and I ran out there to beat the guy up. You can't do her like that. But yeah, she was. I like Brenda because to me she reminded me of peace and togetherness, because the way she kept herself to the point where she didn't want anybody to know what was going on. She always stayed calm about everything, regardless of what was going on. So that's what she represented to me, peace and togetherness. And I hope that we all can do the same thing as a family. Thank you.
Well, Brenda to me was a good friend. She carried her weight. When her car went down, she didn't have transportation. Doris, her regular limousine driver, wasn't available. Then she called me and wanted to ride, so I said, no problem. When she gets here, she says, what do I owe you? I said, well, nothing. I said, I'm coming this way. 10 minutes later, I had a drink sitting in front of me. So she always took care of what's, her responsibilities. We're going to miss her.
What I remember about Brenda, I used to call her my road dog because we always went everywhere together. The thing about us was Brenda Gooden would talk to her on her way to work every day, and I would talk to her when I woke up every day. So that's how we had that connection, just always talking to her. In case she needed to go somewhere and her daughter wasn't available, it was one of us always there. That was my buddy, that was my road dog.
Yep.
The funny thing I remember about Brenda is that every time we come down there and eat, she wouldn't get the round plate, she'd always get the oval plate. She'd get rid of the silverware and said, this is my plate, and I get it every time I come. That's one good thing I remember about her.
When I first came in the group, Brenda made me feel welcome as with everybody else, but she would always sit at that table, and I was allowed to sit there with them. So she'd watch my purse, and if anybody came up, like Lynn said, that wanted to dance and turn a lot, I would always say, well, you can't turn her that much, because Brenda had this soft-spoken voice, so she wouldn't hardly say anything. So of course, I mean, even though I'm quiet, if everybody knows, hey, I'm telling this story. So we just always had her back. She was a sweetheart, and she will be missed.
I didn't know Brenda as long as everybody else, I guess, in here knew Brenda, but the little time I did know her, she was a sweetheart. And I remember there was one song, and I wish I could remember that song, that she always wanted to just pair off on the dance. And so she always say, Lo, let's grab Tony and let's walk on this dance together. And I miss her for that.
Well, as Doris said, Brenda, I used to talk to her in the morning going to work. If I felt sleepy in the morning, I called Brenda and I